I'm recording this video for my younger self, who had less than $1,000 in his bank account and had no idea what to do. You might be 16, 17, or even 21. You know that university is not for you, either because you don't have the money or you just don't see yourself studying for the next 5 years. You're not working. You have big dreams, but no idea how to actually accomplish them. The number one problem you have is lack of money. That was me 8 years ago. Since then, I've crossed $100,000 in net worth. Everything that got me here fits into 6 pieces of advice. Before we get into them, you'll probably hate them. So, if you're soft and easily offended, this video is not for you. By the end of this video, you will have a full sequence that will allow you to get that first $1,000 and earn more money after that. The biggest obstacle you have to overcome right now is the find your passion paralysis. If you have less than $1,000 in your bank account and no income coming in, you can't wait to find your passion. Your only job right now is getting income, money into your bank account. Everything else comes second. Right now, you don't need the perfect plan or the ideal niche for your product or business. The dilemma here is really simple. If you have the skills, you start a service business and start making money this way. If you don't have the skills, you get a temporary job and you earn income while you learn the skills to start your service business later. Here is the sequence that I want you to follow. If you don't have a skill to start the business yet, and that's 99% of people watching this, you get a job first. Once you get the job, you figure out the hours and you look at your calendar to see where your free time is. All of that free time is going to go to your business and building a secondary income source. You are going to do them both side by side because when you're young, you have so much energy and time that there is nothing stopping you from milking both. You do that exact strategy with the business that I told you while doing your normal job. Even if you work 10 hours a day, the free time you have is more than enough to build a meaningful secondary income. We have 2 options when it comes to service businesses that make sense. First, if you don't live in an English-speaking country and you're able to watch this video, teaching English is the best thing you can do for your income. This is exactly what I did. I live in Poland, almost nobody knows English here, and it's a huge point of insecurity. I'm really good at English, and I was able to monetize that skill and turn it into an income. Second option, if you live in an English-speaking country, you become a fitness coach. This is because every year people are more and more obsessed about looking good. And it's very easy for you as a young person to have the evidence in this, meaning you just need to look good and people will pay you to train them. To sum up, if you don't live in an English-speaking country, you teach people English. If you live in an English-speaking country, you become a fitness coach and you get people in shape. I got my first customer by asking people who needed help with English. That's all it took. What you need to do is make a list of 10 people who you know are really well connected and have a good network and ask them if they know anybody who wants to start learning English, and you're going to help them for free. That's it. If you're able to do this, you'll probably get at least 3 to 5 customers. And voila, you're already in the business. Fitness coaching is exactly the same. You just change the question from do you know anybody who wants to learn English to do you know anybody who wants to lose weight? You send that message to 10 people and you'll have your first 5 customers. In the beginning, you start for free. Don't get too obsessed about money now. First, you're getting more from this than they do because you're actively learning the skill. Second, you don't know if you actually are good in any of this. So this is like a way for you to experiment with the business model. Then when you start getting people results and they actually like coming into those sessions, you can start charging them. Now, before you quit your job, you need to meet 2 requirements. The first one is having a minimum of 6 months of expenses saved. Second, you go full-time on your business when your business is earning the same amount of money that your job is, even with lower hours. Business is just much more effective at generating income. So the moment your business overtakes your job and you have 6 months of expenses saved, you can go all in on your biz. Only then do you actually leave the job. I don't care how much you hate it and how much you don't want to go there. Those two thresholds ensure a smooth transition into your business and prevent you from making rash decisions because of panic, because you don't have any money, so that your business can continue to grow. How do you actually save up that money? Well, this is what you do. You stop buying new clothes. You have all the clothes that you need for now, and there is no need to order anything new. If you're paying for your own food, you buy discount food only. Nobody died because they ate rice and beans for a couple of weeks. You want to minimize what you spend on housing. If you can live with your parents, I would advise you to do that, because then your housing expense, which is one of the biggest things on your budget, goes to zero. I lived with my mom until I was able to generate those 6 months of expenses and get meaningful income from my business. Because at this level, the number one thing is your savings rate. Your income isn't that high. Just remember that this is not forever. It's just temporary, and you need to go for that cutting out period so that you can save up some real cash behind you. Here is the hilarious part where I messed up. I got the job, I started making money, and I didn't have someone who would tell me how to actually plan this. So I worked there for about 3 months, and then I spent everything on branded clothes. I bought 5 Jordan t-shirts, new shoes, a new watch, and then I spent the rest on eating out. I wasted 3 months of my life and had nothing to show for it. What saved me was that I lived with my mom, so I didn't have expenses going on, and I was playing the game on easy mode. You see, the cost was done, and I had to spend another 12 months living with my mother in order to actually save up that money. As stupid as it sounds, you need to completely lock in. You need to get your mind, body, and money right. Just give yourself 6 to 12 months. No parties, no women, no drinking, no friends. Those things will still be there when you come back. If they aren't, it just means that they were not for you. Real friends are friends for life, not just because you go out to drink with them every weekend. Understand that this pain, this discipline, is a price that you're paying to set yourself up for the future. When I was going through this, I didn't know if it was going to work, and nobody told me it will. So here is me telling it to you. It will work. If you truly focus for the next 6 to 12 months and you actually do those things, you're going to set yourself up for life. You might say, well, but this is not what you're doing right now. You're trying to get leverage, you're trying to invest, you're trying to find the right business model. Yeah, right. Here's the thing. You aren't at that level yet. At your level, the advice is work more, work for longer, earn more, save more. That's it. There are no lottery tickets in life. And the people who are looking for them already know what to do. They are just negotiating with their own comfort. To recap and make this easy for you, 99% of you need to get a job immediately so that you can start generating income and saving up your 6 months of expenses. While you're working your job, you're either learning English, if you're living in a country where people don't speak English, or becoming a fitness coach if you live in a country where people speak English. Once you're confident enough to where you have some results in that skill, you start building your business on the side. The strategy for getting your first customer is just reaching out to 10 people that you know have a huge network, that know many people, and asking if they know anybody who needs help with English or fitness. You cut out all expenses to get that cash flow going into your bank account, not into some stupid purchases that you regret later, and you completely lock in your time, eliminating parties, friends, women, and so on, at least for the next 6 to 12 months. You quit your job and you go full-time on your business once you reach 6 months of expenses in your bank account, plus your business out-earns your job. So your first action for tomorrow is sit down and find a job that you can comfortably do 8 to 10 hours every day. Provided you follow the strategies, you are going to get $1,000 in your bank account. After this, your next target will be $10,000. And if you want to know how to get $10,000 in your bank account, this is the next video that I'm preparing for this channel. So if that sounds interesting, subscribe and see you in the next one.